Welcome back to Superbly Said Advanced English Vocabulary and Phrases.
And today's deep dive actually comes straight from a SpeakDuo lesson.
Yeah.
So really practical stuff for language learners.
Yeah, exactly. And SpeakDuo, that's where you can meet new people from all over the world, practice English on video calls, and, really build your confidence. Check it out at SpeakDuo.com. So today, our mission is to dive into some really vivid English idioms and one pretty powerful adjective. These are perfect if you're an advanced learner looking to add a bit more flair, maybe some precision to how you communicate.
Right, getting beyond the basics.
Okay, let's unpack the first one. To acknowledge the elephant in the room.
Okay, so to acknowledge the elephant in the room, this means you're openly discussing a really obvious problem, a significant one that everyone knows is there, but they've been kind of deliberately avoiding it.
That big awkward thing just sitting there.
Exactly. You can almost feel the tension it creates.
So how is that different from, say, just discussing a sensitive issue or maybe bringing up a difficult subject? Is there like a stronger feel to it?
Yeah, there is. Those other phrases are more general, right? But
yeah.
Acknowledging the elephant in the room is specifically about a problem that is obvious, it's glaring, everyone is aware of it, but they're actively avoiding it, usually because it's uncomfortable, maybe awkward, or even a bit scary.
Ah, okay.
So using the phrase implies you're breaking that sort of collective unspoken agreement not to talk about it. You're cutting through the silence.
So it's the collective avoidance that's key. Everyone feels it, everyone knows, but nobody wants to be the first to say it out loud.
Precisely.
Okay. So, for example, in a team meeting, you might finally say, look, we need to acknowledge the elephant in the room and actually talk about these budget cuts.
Classic example.
Or maybe if you're asked about a challenge, like for IELTS Speaking Part 2, you could say, yes, once in a meeting, we had to finally admit our project just wasn't working. It was tough, but we finally acknowledged the elephant in the room.
Right, facing up to it.
That feeling of, a difficult, unspoken thing. It reminds me of another phrase, one that paints a really vivid picture of being, well, overwhelmed. What about to get eaten alive?
Ah, yes, to get eaten alive. It means to be completely overwhelmed, dominated, usually in a really tough or competitive situation. It definitely creates a strong image.
It really does. So is it just like another way to say to be outmatched or maybe to really struggle? Or is there something more intense about it?
It's definitely more intense. I mean, outmatched or struggling, those are quite general. But getting eaten alive, that suggests a much more extreme scenario.
Okay.
You're being completely overwhelmed, maybe even, metaphorically destroyed by the environment or the competition around you. It implies a big power imbalance, maybe a lack of defense, like you're really vulnerable.
Right. Not just finding it hard, but actually being consumed by the pressure.
Exactly. You feel like you can't cope. You're just being swamped.
Yes. Yeah, I can picture that in some workplaces. You might say about someone new, maybe an intern, oh, a new intern could get eaten alive in that really competitive office.
Perfectly captures it.
Or, again, maybe in an IELTS context, answering a question like, do you think a beginner would get eaten alive in your field? And you might say, oh, yes, absolutely. Without proper guidance, without a good mentor, it would be incredibly hard to survive.
Yeah, that vulnerability is key.
Okay, so moving away from difficult situations, sometimes you just need to leave, right? Make an exit. Our next phrase is pretty common, to hit the road.
Right, to hit the road. This just means to leave or depart. It often sounds a bit casual, but decisive usually implies starting a journey.
So is it basically just the same as saying to leave or to depart? What makes it, a slightly different choice?
Well, I think hit the road has a more active feel to it. It's more decisive, maybe a bit more informal sometimes. It strongly suggests you're starting a journey, heading out from where you are, usually with a destination in mind.
Ah, okay.
It's not just exiting.
Yeah.
It's the commencement of travel. It's got a bit more energy than just leaving.
That active energy. Yeah, I get that. Like you probably wouldn't say, I'm hitting the road to the kitchen.
Probably not, no.
You'd use it for something more substantial. Like if you're out with friends, you might say, okay, everyone, it's getting late, so I think I should probably hit the road.
Time to head home.
Or maybe talking about a trip. When was the last time you decided to hit the road for a trip? You could answer, oh, last month I just hit the road and went camping with some friends. No real plan, just, headed out.
Nice. Spontaneous.
Yeah. Now, speaking of departures and travel, sometimes delays happen. And sometimes we cause them. Next up, To hold up the line.
Ah, yes, to hold up the line.
Yeah.
This means you're delaying other people who are waiting behind you, usually in a queue or some kind of sequence.
Right. It sounds a bit like to cause a delay or maybe to make people wait. Is it different? Is there a specific context?
Yeah, it's much more specific. While those other phrases are general, hold up the line refers directly to queues, right? Lines of people, or sequential processes.
Okay.
Your actions are slowing down everyone behind you. You become the bottleneck. Often it's because you're unprepared, maybe fumbling for something or being indecisive. It's about obstructing that orderly flow.
That collective frustration. We've all felt that.
Oh, definitely.
You often hear announcements like at a ticket barrier, please have your ticket ready so you don't hold up the line.
Exactly. Trying to prevent it.
And we've all been stuck behind that person, haven't we? So for IELTS, again, have you ever been annoyed by someone holding up the line? Oh, yes. Once at the airport, this person argued about their luggage weight for like 20 minutes. The entire queue just ground to a halt.
Infuriating.
Totally. Now, sometimes under pressure, we can kind of hold ourselves up mentally. Let's move to lose one's head.
Okay, to lose one's head. This means you become so confused or panicked that you actually forget basic things.
Yeah.
You lose your composure, your ability to think rationally.
So is that just like saying to panic or maybe to get flustered, or is it like more severe?
It's definitely more severe, much more intense than just panicking or getting flustered.
Yeah.
Losing one's head implies a complete breakdown.
Wow.
Yeah, a breakdown of composure, of rational thought. You can't perform basic actions or remember essential stuff because the stress or fear is just overwhelming. It's like a temporary mental shutdown. Your
Yeah.
brain just blanks.
You can really picture that, like in an exam situation. He completely lost his head during the exam and forgot everything he'd studied.
The pressure just got to him.
Or maybe thinking about yourself. Do you lose your head when you're under pressure? Sometimes, yes. Yes, especially if it's sudden. But I'd try, take a deep breath, try to stay calm.
Good strategy.
For something different, an adjective. This one's super useful for advanced communication, especially if you don't want to lose your head during a presentation. Articulate.
Articulate. Yes. This describes someone who can express their ideas really clearly and effectively. It's not just about talking. It's about conveying thoughts with precision and making an impact.
Okay. That sounds quite similar to maybe eloquent or well-spoken. Are they basically the same thing, or does articulate have its own specific meaning?
They're similar, but there's a nuance.
Yeah.
Articulate really focuses on the clarity, the precision, and the effectiveness of the expression.
Right.
It means the listener can easily understand, even if the ideas are complex. Eloquent might lean more towards language that's persuasive, maybe flowing, even beautiful, and well-spoken could just be about good grammar and pronunciation.
I see.
Articulate is about ensuring the message lands. It's clear, understandable, and impactful.
The effectiveness, that makes sense. You know immediately when someone's articulate because their point just comes across so clearly.
Exactly.
Like in a work situation. She's so articulate. She explains her ideas really well, and everyone in the meeting just gets the complex strategy straight away.
Big advantage.
Or reflecting on skills. Do you think being articulate is more important than being knowledgeable? Well, sometimes, yes. Good communication makes knowledge accessible, right? And that can sometimes matter more than just having the knowledge locked away.
That's a great point. Being able to share it effectively.
Okay, sometimes being articulate is really important when you've overcome a struggle. Maybe like the situation described in our next phrase, to scrape together money.
Right, to scrape together money. This means managing to collect or gather the money you need, but with difficulty. It implies effort, maybe finding it in small amounts from different places.
So is it just another way to say to save money or maybe to collect funds? What's that feeling it conveys? Scarcity, maybe?
Yeah, scarcity and difficulty are key here.
Yeah.
It's not just about saving regularly from, say, a salary. Scraping together highlights the struggle, the effort.
Okay.
Often it implies finding small amounts from lots of different sources, or maybe making big sacrifices to reach the target amount. It's like you're literally scraping bits together piece by piece, because funds are scarce.
Really emphasizes the hard work involved, not just putting money aside, but actively finding it, maybe from odd jobs or selling things.
Exactly.
Like for personal finance. She worked extra shifts and sold some old books online to scrape together enough money for a deposit on a used car. You can feel the effort there.
Definitely.
Or answering a question. Have you ever had to scrape together money for something important? Oh, yes. I definitely scraped together money from my weekend job and doing some tutoring to buy my first proper laptop for university.
A common experience for students.
For sure. Now, when you finally scrape together what you need and you're ready for whatever's next, you might feel like our next to last idiom, born ready.
Ah, born ready.
Right.
This means feeling completely prepared, totally confident to do something, almost like it's natural, like you didn't even need to prepare specifically for it.
Okay, so is that just like saying fully prepared or extremely confident, or is there a bit more, I don't know, boastfulness maybe, innate quality?
Yeah, there often is a sense of boastfulness, or at least very strong self-assurance. Born ready is really emphatic.
Right.
It implies this innate, effortless preparedness. Like you didn't need training or practice because you were just naturally equipped for this challenge right from the start. It conveys a really strong sense of confidence, almost unshakable.
It's got a certain swagger, hasn't it?
It does.
You'd use it when you feel absolutely certain, almost like you're daring the challenge, like, ugh. When the manager asked who could lead the new project on really short notice, David immediately stepped up and said he was born ready.
Total confidence, no hesitation.
Exactly. Or reflecting on a success. Have you ever felt born ready for a situation?
Yeah.
Actually, yes. When I gave my first really big presentation at work after prepping for months, I honestly felt totally prepared, almost born ready for that specific moment.
Nice. All the preparation paid off.
And for our final phrase today, a really fun one. You might use this when something just goes a little bit wrong or surprises you. Sweet cheese and crackers.
Haha, yes. Sweet cheese and crackers. It's a very playful, mild exclamation. Used for surprise, maybe slight frustration or minor annoyance. It's basically a child-friendly way of, well, avoiding a swear word.
A euphemism.
Exactly. A delightful one.
It sounds like a fun alternative to just saying, oh my goodness, or wow. What makes this one stand out? Is it just the silliness?
Well, yeah, the silliness is part of it. It's very specific in being a mild, child-friendly substitute for something stronger.
God.
And its playfulness sets it apart from just general surprise. It sounds less serious, more whimsical. You'd use it when you make a small mistake, or there's a minor surprise that adds a touch of humor rather than real anger or shock.
I love that. It almost makes you smile even if you're a bit annoyed. Like you can just imagine someone muttering, oh, sweet cheese and crackers, I forgot my keys again.
Exactly that kind of situation. Minor mishap.
Or if someone asked you, do you ever use funny exclamations like sweet cheese and crackers? You might say, not that one specifically, but I do say, oh my goodness, a lot. Or maybe crikey sometimes if I'm really surprised.
Everyone has their own little expressions.
Definitely. Okay, you've heard all the explanations, the nuances. Now it's time to see what stuck. Let's do a quick quiz.
All right, let's test that recall.
I'll read the question and the options for each phrase. Feel free to pause the podcast if you need a moment to think about the answer. Ready?
Ready.
Okay, number 1. Acknowledge the elephant in the room most nearly means to. A, mention side issues so the main problem stays off the table. B, face the obvious problem openly instead of pretending it is not there. Or C, reveal a private secret that nobody else in the room knows. Go ahead and pause if you need to.
Okay, thinking.
And the correct answer is B, face the obvious problem openly instead of pretending it is not there.
That's right. Remember, it's about that obvious, collectively avoided problem, like those budget cuts we talked about.
Exactly. Okay, question 2. Get eaten alive in a tough setting most nearly means to. A, get sidelined from decisions while others take control easily. B, settle in quickly because people lower the bar for beginners. Or C, be overwhelmed by the setting and outmatched by the people there. Pause if you like.
That intense imagery.
And the answer is C, be overwhelmed by the setting and outmatched by the people there.
Yeah, think of that poor intern in the super competitive office,
Yeah.
completely swamped, not just struggling, but overwhelmed.
Right. Question 3. To hit the road most nearly means to. A, leave or set off, typically to head somewhere else now. B, drive aimlessly around without having any plan or goal. Or C, switch from walking to driving to save a bit of time. Need a moment. Pause now.
Decisive action.
The correct answer is A, leave or set off, typically to head somewhere else now.
It's that active start of a journey. Hitting the road to go camping, remember.
Got it. Question 4. To hold up the line most nearly means to. A, keep a queue moving by guiding people to open counters. B, delay others who are waiting by taking extra time at the front. Or C, step out of a queue briefly and return to the same spot. Pause away.
That frustrating queue situation.
And the answer is B, delay others who are waiting by taking extra time at the front.
Yes, being the bottleneck because you're unprepared, like not having your ticket ready, affecting everyone behind you.
Okay, number 5. To lose one's head most nearly means to A, focus so hard that you miss small distractions completely. B, become excited but continue to act with measured control. Or C, panic or become confused so basic actions are forgotten. Take a second if you need it.
That feeling of total panic.
Correct answer is C, panic or become confused so basic actions are forgotten.
Right, that intense breakdown, like the student forgetting everything in the exam due to extreme stress. Total mental block.
Exactly. Question 6. To scrape together money most nearly means to A, gather enough funds with difficulty by finding small amounts. B, invest spare cash in a low-risk plan for steady growth. Or C, borrow a large sum easily from a single generous source. Pause if you're pondering.
The effort involved.
The answer here is A, gather enough funds with difficulty by finding small amounts.
Yeah, it emphasizes the struggle and the difficulty, finding those small amounts from different places, like scraping together cash for that used car.
Right. Number 7. Saying, I was born ready, most nearly means you. A, act quickly without thinking, even when preparation would help. B, feel completely prepared and confident to do it right away. Or C, agree to try something only after long practice and coaching. Pause for thought.
That's supreme confidence.
And the answer is B, feel completely prepared and confident to do it right away.
Yes, that emphatic, almost boastful declaration of innate preparedness. Born ready for the challenge.
And finally, question 8. Sweet cheese and crackers is most nearly A, a mild, playful exclamation of surprise used instead of a swear. B, a chef's phrase for a small snack served before the meal. Or C, a comment that praises a plan for being clever and neat. Last chance to pause.
That fun, quirky one.
The correct answer is A, a mild, playful exclamation of surprise used instead of a swear.
Exactly. That child-friendly, whimsical substitute for something stronger when you say, forget your keys again.
Brilliant. Hopefully you did well on the quiz. So as we've gone through these phrases today, you can really see how understanding these nuances helps make your English truly superbly said.
Absolutely. It's about moving beyond just functional language to communicating with more personality, more precision, adding those layers of meaning.
And this is where practice becomes so important, right? To actually start using them naturally.
It really is. Understanding is the first step, but using them in conversation is how they become part of your active vocabulary. And, connecting back, that's what SpeakDuo is brilliant for.
Totally agree. You need to actually try them out in real conversations to make them stick. So do head over to SpeakDuo.com. You can check out all the options, unlimited practice calls with people worldwide, get AI feedback to hone your skills, and they often have great discounts on their longer plans.
Imagine using these phrases confidently in your next English conversation.
Yeah. So before we wrap up, here's a little something for you to think about this week. Which one of these advanced English phrases are you going to consciously try and use in a conversation? And how do you think adding it might change how you communicate, even just slightly?
Great question. Go out there and give it a try. Make your English superbly said.